You would put a percussion cap on here and this weapon would be ready to fire. A good soldier, in theory, in a perfect world, could fire 3 aim shots in a minute. Anybody who's fired a black powder weapon, however, will tell you after 2 or 3 rounds it starts to get gunked up and everything else. So your loading process slows down. The mini ball I showed you guys earlier, there's a clear cleaning round which has a little plunger on it. That when you fire it, that plunger would dig into the rifle and clean it out.
Fire!
The purpose of what they're doing, well, with the exception of Moran having to step out because he had a misfire, the reason you have front rank firing and rear rank is pretty well self-explanatory. If you have one rank that's constantly loaded, you have some protection.
Fire! Right! Load!
The next one they're going to do is fire by file, which is going to be from the right. You'll see one gentleman in the rear rank, one gentleman in the front rank fire at the same time, and then it'll go to the next set too, and so on and so forth down the line.
Load front rank.
3 months. This is big sister. She's school years.
Fire by file. Commit firing.
Real world practice, that would be done much faster.
This is what the guy was talking about down at Moccasin Bend earlier today, Leanna. Yeah.
Now if you notice the gentleman here on the left in the front, how his ramrod's just stuck in the ground, anything to cut the amount of time it's going to take you in between rounds. Why replace this ramrod into this spot when I can just stick it in the ground and it's ready to go again? However, you end up running into a couple problems. You either forget that it's there when you've had to move forward, or you end up seeing guys who sometimes forget the ramrods in their weapon altogether and get shot across the field.
Fire!
Oh, man.
Cover arm. Shoulder arm. Order arm. All your weapon cleared. Bring rammer.
Right now they're dropping the small end of the ramrod down the barrel, this end right here, to ensure that the weapon is clear. If you drop it down the other end, you get a chance to look at the ramrod and see how it's conical on the inside. It turns into a giant suction cup if you drop it down the other end and it's plugged.
Nick. Bayonet.
Those are basically big knives that need to put guns, so they can stab and cook things. That's when they have to go
Right
close.
wheel. Mark.
Yeah, very dangerous weapon, Leon. I don't know if you play.
Bayonets you see them all using. There's 2 very, very common uses for this weapon. It makes a great candle holder,
I'm telling you about it.
and you can use it to cook. That is the most common uses for it. You can use it for a tent peg. One of the more morbid aspects of it.
March. Guard against infantry. Guard. Ah!
They're coming for you.
Oh.
She's right here.
One of the more morbid uses for this, if you look by the fire, you'll actually see one.
Half
Actually use it for
left
cooking.
wheel.
Keep this thing up, bend it at the end.
Mark.
If you're on grave detail and you've got a hollow corpse that's been sitting in the sun for 3 or 4 days,
Forward.
hook it onto the back of their coat and drag it along. They dig them like that all the time. Bayonets anyway.
Halt.
Quick manual of arms.
Yes, quick manual of arms. You don't command it. Good.
We're going to do a quick manual of arms so you can see the most common ways weapons were carried. Order arms. This is order arms. This is the preferred position of all soldiers. Shoulder arms. Shoulder arms, otherwise known as the soldier's salute. There are accounts of troops passing each other just going to shoulder arms as a sign of respect. Now the most common and most comfortable way to carry your weapon. Right shoulder shift, arm. Takes the weight off the weapon. Takes the weight off the weapon, off your shoulder and everything. Just gives you a little relaxing stance. Shoulder, arm. Now the most uncomfortable position. Support arms. Position is about useless on the march or anything like that. It does look sharp if you're on parade or something to that account. Rest. That takes pressure off the crook of your arm and off your shoulder itself, and it's the only comfortable way to stand for any length of time. Attention. Shoulder, arms. Present, arms. That's an actual salute right there. Shoulder, arms. Order, arms. Dave, so you want them stacked?
Yes. Have them count off. Make sure they know their number.
Attention company. In each rank, count 2.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1,
2. Stack. Arm.
Very good. I'll break them. Thank you. Company, 2 paces to the rear. March. Break ranks with a cheer. March. Today! Folks, we appreciate you hanging around for our demonstration. We invite you to come over to the camp. The of our camp.